can talk because not everyone knows.
We did those two back in like early 90s, like 92 is the first album, in 93 we did the second album.
Yeah. And usually, see, when that goes when that goes off, we're on. I mean, it goes live when that goes off.
It is 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock. This time I'll call the meeting to order and welcome everyone to the Jedo Board of Directors meeting for Wednesday, May 18th. We're glad you are all here. Megan, will you please do the roll call?
Commissioner Bueller?
Here.
Commissioner Cook?
Here.
Commissioner Archer?
Here.
Mayor Wolgass?
Here.
Deputy Mayor De La Isla?
Here.
Councilmember Cohen?
Here.
Councilmember Clear? Councilmember Hiller?
Here.
Councilmember Ortiz? Councilmember Emerson?
Here.
Councilmember Jensen? Councilmember Schwartz? Councilmember Harmon?
Okay, great, thank you. I want to take this time to welcome Councilwoman Clear. She is now voting member of Jedo, and also to welcome Councilman Emerson, correct?
Thank you,
Okay.
yes ma'am, thank you.
Great. And we have our first item.
Item 3, approval of incentive agreement, Project Sand.
All right, and who from the Go Topeka staff is presenting?
Good evening.
Evening.
I'm Wendy Wells. I'm the Vice Chair of Go Topeka, and I'm also the President of U.S. Bank. And thank you for having us this evening. It is my pleasure to have an opportunity to introduce you to Mike Basor, the Inovia Films plant manager out at the Tecumseh facility. Inovia Films has been in our community since 1958. Hard to believe, right? And has been North America's only cellophane manufacturer. I don't know if you're aware or not, but cellophane is a plant-based material. It is degradable, compostable, and biodegradable. So the facility operates 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year because of that plant base. It needs to keep processing at all times. Really even more exciting is the fact that we have another guest with us, an honored guest from Futamura Chemical Company in Japan, which this company has acquired the entire cellulose business of Inovia Groups, allowing Futamura to enhance their global presence and do so with key customers through our facility here in Tecumseh. I'd like to welcome Futamura and also ask that Mike Basor, the plant manager, come up and make some additional introductions. Mike?
Thank you.
Hi, thank you guys.
Hi.
What I'd like to say on behalf of Inovia is I'd like to thank everybody for what Jedo and Go Topeka and the state of Kansas has done for our facility. Back in 2003, we reached out for some help, and if it wasn't for you guys, the factory already would have been shut. And now it's given us the opportunity to have this partnership with Futamura, and the entire time I've been at that facility for 13 years, and it's always seemed like it's been on the brink of closure. And now we're getting an owner that is in this for the long haul. The plant's been there for over 50-some years, and you can see it being there for another 50. The plant originally could do about 20,000 tons, and we've been running around 8,000. And with Futamura taking back over, initially we're going to jump up to like 13, with potential even bringing more production to the facility after that. So it's a very, very exciting time for us. So I really appreciate you guys taking a chance to look at this and giving us that opportunity.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Scott Smathers with Go Topeka. I wanted to start by first thanking you all, the community, and the state, actually, for also participating in this project. And we wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Of course, Barbara's worked very hard on it as well. And, but we really appreciate everybody's support in regards to what we're doing. What I'm going to go through is the incentive. As we've done before, basically what we're proposing is they're going to hire up to 28 new jobs and invest up to $30 million. That $30 million will be split roughly between $28 million for equipment and $2 million for the facility. What we are proposing to do is allocate approximately $206,000 for that project as they go through over the next few years. You can kind of see we're going at the high end in regards to the jobs just to be safe and setting aside the 206 at $5,000 per job. And then the $66,000 is based off of a ratio of $2,000 per million on the equipment and $5,000 per million on the building. And basically for this project, our payback to the taxing entities ends up being about 2.3 years, 2.31. And to the community, it's a impact to the community over 10 years of over $21 million. So big return, and most exciting, they're going to stay with us and continue hopefully to grow. We're excited about having Futamura in because we think that we have opportunities in the future beyond what we have right here. And I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Very good. Thank you, Scott. Are there questions at this time? Yes.
You may have told me this. How do you figure the 21 million in 10 years? How do you figure that's what
We
the
get
return
a
on-
data impact study done for us by an outside consultant, and in that they come in and they figure out direct and indirect jobs that are coming in. In addition, they look at you know, when you start looking, depending on the projects, homes bought, purchases, sales tax, and everything else that's generated, and they come up with a number. If you look at just the salaries over a 10-year period that are supposed to be in our particular area, they come to $21 million alone over a 10-year period.
Okay, thank you.
Further questions? Mayor?
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner. On this, and first, this is good news. Always it's a point to celebrate again when we have new jobs and new investment coming into the community. You
Yes.
say allocating up to 206,000 in incentives. Is that per year or?
No, sir, that's total. That's total for the whole project. So, no, sir.
The rest is the investment in the company.
Right.
Or in the facility.
It's based on that, basically. You have 66,000 that's allocated out based off of the investment. As they make the investment, the building is based on the value of the appraisal value of the building. So if it goes up by $2 million, they'll get credit for the $2 million. We base that on the appraisal value. The equipment purchases are based off of purchase orders that they give us as far as documentation for that. So they can earn that whenever they acquire the equipment or the appraisal goes up by the $2 million based off of the work they've done. The jobs is paid out over a 5-year period like we've done on the others. As they hire them, they keep them for a year, and then they get 20% of the job payment. So the total ending up on all that ended up to, at most, $206,000.
Further questions? No? We do have,
All right. Thank you.
we do have someone signed up for public comment. Mr. Ledbetter?
I waive my right to speak on this item.
Excuse me?
I waive my right to speak on this item.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I would entertain a motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Madam Chair?
Welcome. Yes.
Are we gonna have our
Yes,
guest?
I
Oh,
was
I'm
just
sorry.
gonna say, we're gonna clap first, though. And yes, Scott, if you could please, and Mike, bring them up and introduce them and welcome them.
All right, this is Mr. Goto from Japan. He's head of R&D for Futamura. All right.
この度キー団体の援助に対して心からお礼を申し上げます。
First of all, we would like to express our gratitude for your support.
当社二村化学は製品を通じて社会のお役に立つと いう、社税を掲げてですね、また会社はですね、ここで働く従業員のための会社であるという信念を持って会社を運営しております。また当社は事業の継続を重視しており、安定雇用にこれからも努めてまいりまして、地域の発展に貢献していきたいというふうに考えております。
So our company's policy is contributing to those nations and communities via the use of our products. We stand on the principle that the company exists to enhance the daily lives of people who work for us rather than one that it exists for and belongs to shareholders. We are looking forward to growing our presence in a local community. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for investing in our community, and we wish you much success.
こちらにすごい投資してくださってありがとうございます。
Does anyone else want to say anything? Yes.
On behalf of the city of Topeka,
どうもありがとうございます
トピッカを代表してありがとうございます。
Anyone else can top that?
日本語で喋りたい人いませんかっていうことで。
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, the next item, please.
Item 4, public comment.
And I do have two people who have signed up. Mr. Ledbetter?
Thank you, governing body, Jedo. I just want to thank the public that's worked with the Citizens for Accountability in Government. We've had a lot of people, they may not always show up to meetings, but I guarantee you they're out there finding documents, doing research. Some of them are very good students, and I appreciate their willingness to learn. And some of them are becoming very political, and that's also interesting. What I want to do is let you know, I don't have exact dates yet, but in July, we will have a forum for candidates that have primaries at the county level. We know that there's 2 county commission races up this year, and potentially we'll work in the DAs as well. But those events will be well done and well received at the library. So the public will be welcome. We'll be noticing people that are participants and also the public because we believe in public input in what we do, and we consider it one of the strengths of our group. And that transparency that we have and that demand for excellence and that demand for accountability, I know wants to be well received at Jedo as well. So we will be notifying participants that sign up to be those candidates shortly, and we will probably also have a forum at Highcrest. We've typically done those as well, and that'll be in later July, and those are well attended by the public. So if you don't want to attend, you do that at your own risk, but we will definitely notify the media. And they've always covered Highcrest very well with those forums. So I just invite you to them in advance because they will be happening. So thank you.
Thank you. And Wendy Wells? Okay. And we have no other action before us, so we are adjourned. Thank you.